Something most people completely overlook is why our laws protect minors from sexual activity with adults in the first place. It's because minors are not developmentally equal to adults. They're still growing mentally and emotionally, which makes them vulnerable to influence and manipulation. That's why the law says minors cannot legally consent to sex with adults, not because of a number, but because of a clear developmental difference. But in these so called child predator sting operations, the fictional minors they create don't resemble real minors at all. These made up personas are written to act like fully developed adults, even showing more sexual confidence, initiative, and desire than many actual adults. They're not children, they're adult fantasies written to look like an underage person has the same sexual maturity, sexual confidence, and sexual desire as adults do. So when the vigilante groups say a minor cannot consent, that can only apply to real minors because those characters are operating at the same and sometimes even higher developmental levels as adults. The fictional minors in these cases are the ones initiating sexual conversations, confirming that they're seeking adult sexual partners, and often showing eagerness or even demanding sexual exchanges. That kind of behavior simply isn't possible from real minors because real minors don't have that level of sexual maturity, confidence, or desire. So it's not even possible for these scenarios to ever turn out to involve a real minor acting this way. What's actually happening is role play, either role play for fantasy sexual purposes or role play to create a fake child predator case against innocent men. Here's a question we should all be asking. Why is our government applying a minor cannot consent to these imaginary minors? These are characters that clearly behave like adults. Real minors don't act that way. They're still developing. So when the government applies that same rule to a fantasy character that doesn't represent a real child, it twists the law completely out of its original purpose, which was to protect real children, not imaginary ones.